activist and convener of Revolution Now movement, Omoyele Sowore, and his co-detainee, Bakre, were rearrested barely few hours after his release from the DSS custody, where he has been 4 months ago. We're on the streets of Abuja to hear what people think about this. I am Jennifer Chineke reporting for DMI TV.
The rearrest of Sowore, a lot of people believe is inhuman, but according to what I heard, they said he jumped bail. So if nobody is above the law, if truly he jumped bail, I see nothing bad about his rearrest.
No, there's nothing I can tell you special based on what has happened already, because I was in court of law that very day. That was last week. Unfortunately, it was just a day before the court discharged the case acquitted. But what I've seen there, physically and spiritually, is not that the DSS intentionally wanted to arrest him. And his lawyer, Falana, knew about that. After the judgment of acquittal of the case, they will rearrest him based on the agreement. Understand? So based on that, some people look at the scenario as what DSS does at that particular time is bad. They wanted to just pick him to let him know, because when someone violated the law of the land against the presidency or probably the government of the nation, if government want to try the person to the level of being drawn the person to the court of law, not to be guilty yourself, to prison service commission, I mean to go to the prison, they know how they can do it. But Sowore is the kind of person that have received mercy. But what DSS does in that particular day, it's not that they intentionally did it. It's just on, they wanted to draw the attention and its people for the agreement. You know, when government is dealing with you, they now mistakenly have a mercy to out of that government. Don't jubilate too much at that premises. That jubilation and receiving the cause like he won the case. Government, they couldn't want that. He saw the masses outside, he saw the action of DSS. He ran back to the court so that the justice can be able to just cover him. And just even know that they are going to rearrest. But you have to discharge the duty that the Senate President and Tinubu wanted at that moment. And they did it. When they arrest him, we want to pursue the case, you have to be another court, not be that court anymore, according to the law of the land. So based on this, there will be settlements of how they are going to live, discharge him again on peaceful way to go back to people with agreements. There will not be any problem.
I think it was very unconstitutional. I think it was an abuse of power. I think it showed a lack of respect for the rule of law, a lack of respect for the judiciary, the fact that, you know, guns were being pointed at judges, the fact that that kind of commotion can even happen in the court that's meant to be a sanctimonious environment. I think it was a gross violation of his human rights and even just the rights of the Nigerian citizen to be able to witness that kind of arrest. How are, you know, regular citizens meant to take the court seriously and meant to, you know, take court orders as what they are, you know, as final and as legally binding, if even our government cannot do that? You're setting the tone for us and you're showing us that it's okay to disrespect the courts if you want to do that. I mean, it's appalling. It's something else. They could rearrest him, but in the manner in which they did, I think is where I have concern. You know, they can rearrest him anytime they want. I don't think there's any law that prevents them, but this is an abuse on freedom. It's an abuse on democracy. And it abused my own sense of understanding too, that how can they even stoop so low, you know, to bring themselves to such an act? I mean, it's just something else.
That very arrest, I think federal governments are taking things too far, in the sense that courts have already granted him bail, and then they went and rearrested him inside the court. I think they're actually breaking the laws of the land, and that kind of thing can cause anarchy. You understand? When such a thing keep happening, I think it's not good for the country.
As a person, I would say arresting of Sowore is tampering against the human rights of Nigerians. Doing that is telling us that this is no more the government of the people, by the people and for the people. Is undemocratic and is unacceptable. We don't want it. Please let them release that man. He never committed anything at all. unless they want to tell us that their government is a dictatorship government. That's that. If not, I do not see the reason why he should be arrested in the first place.
It's just an unfortunate event. And for me, it's like somebody being at the wrong place at the right time. We have laws in the country. We abide by the laws. If you are aggrieved, you show your grievance. So, like what I always say, I always pray to God that we should have love. I think we lack love. Because as we are all Nigerians, it doesn't matter where you're from, if you're from the south, from the north, east, west. My own person, everybody is a Nigerian. I don't care where you're from. So I feel for him, Sha, but I just pray that God should be on his side.